Okay, good evening, everybody. I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. Very good evening to you, everybody, on ShaliniSays WineShineQuarantine. I know we are running a bit late, but we've got to deal with these technical issues sometimes because this is a whole new world and we're all trying to work with technology rather than the human interaction of being together with each other. I think we've all read the book, The Secret, who hasn't? And there's a lot of us that are trying to invite that. There's a lot of us that are trying to change our lives by, by following what you're reading in the book. But imagine reading a book versus having a real person there to tell you how to do this and how to lead a magical life, because we all know that our thoughts make us, right? And that's who we become. So I don't think my guest today needs much introduction, and I'm just going to take her name, and you all know it because you've all watched her videos. You've all been watching The Secret, reading The Secret. I have today with me Marie Diamond. Hi, Marie. How are you?
Hi, hello everyone. Hello, Shalini. What an honor to be with you on this show.
Thank you so much. And I'm sorry that all these technical problems were happening. I'm just trying to also fix my, Facebook page to a page, basically. You understand technology because you've been doing this for a long time. So I think a bit of the technical glitches kind of create a bit of delay. But they say everything happens for a good reason. You're here with us today, and we are really, truly blessed to have you, Marie. Thank you so much.
You're so welcome.
So, Marie, I want to, before we go to the story of The Secret, I want to hear your story and how this energy and Feng Shui and all that happened to you. Since what age?
So it really all started for me since I was 15. So this is a good 40 years ago. I'm born in Belgium in a beautiful city called Bruges. And it was in that city that I had a major accident and I had what they call a near-death experience. And so I went to the other side. I was declared dead actually, but I was still very conscious. But I went to like, I would say, dimension of light where we had all wonderful beings. And they told me that I was here to enlighten more than 500 million people. Sorry, I would say the wrong word. And so I woke up with that sentence after a few days. And from that moment on, I started really focusing on healing, on Feng Shui, on meditation, focusing on every day to ask myself, okay, I need to be a difference in the world. And so I would ask the universe, God, every day, show me how can I do this? Just could be one person, could be many. And that's what I did. And in the beginning, I first thought like, let me go into politics. Perhaps this is the way, right? Because I did not know there was a world of self-help and self-development. So I thought like, if I would go into politics, become a diplomat or a prime minister. And so I became a lawyer, an international lawyer, actually, first of all, because I thought that was the way. And then very early on, after 5 years working for the Belgian and European government, I thought that's not the direction to go. And so at 31, I actually started becoming a teacher, a spiritual teacher, teaching meditation, teaching enlightenment, using Feng Shui and law of attraction. And that led me, by using my own techniques and tools, that led me to become the only European person in the hit movie and bestseller, The Secret. And now I have reached more than 500 million people online with the book, with the movie, with my own techniques and tools. And so I would say, yes, this has become my daily work, and I've become a global transformation leader, international best-selling author, and Feng Shui master. And so it's the destiny has chosen me.
Wow, wow, wow. Absolutely, destiny has chosen you, but that's quite intriguing. From law to, spirituality to healing to, it's just an amazing, interesting transition. Having studied for so long, law is a tough thing to do. And then saying, okay, no, that's not my calling and taking this as an option. Super awesome. But it now we all, I think, somewhere want to. We're all now on this path. Since I'm on the same journey and the same path, we're all here to wanting to make a difference. But I could be standing on the rooftops and screaming positive thoughts and positive self-talk, and nobody's listening to me. But everybody listens to you. You're the real thing. How did the secret happen to you?
Well, the secret really happened, I think, through several steps. But I think the first step that really happened was I made a vision board. Like literally in the secret, we talk about vision boards. And so I created a vision board, and I put on that vision board, I'm going to be in a movie seen by millions of people that will transform the world. Now, I already lived in America. I already had created that in my life. But I thought, like, you know what, I could be in a movie. So I'm like, I'm close to Hollywood. I was in California. So that was like my idea. But the second step is I used my techniques of diamond Feng Shui. That's the school I have. And so I placed in my personal direction, I placed my my vision board. I've also put symbols of success. One of them was the Oscar, of course, if you want to be in a movie, right? So I put an Oscar out, put my name on it, put like a year on it. Of course, I never ended up in an Oscar-winning movie yet, right? It could still happen, you never know.
Yes.
But 5 years later, within 5 years later, I got into Secret. And that was my first movie ever. And so this movie is more famous than most Oscar-winning movies, I always say. And so, of course, there's still a lot of steps in between, of course. And there are, the law of attraction contains out of 3 major steps. And I would like to really share about that so that you become more practical, how you can fulfill the law of attraction.
Awesome, awesome. So, like you said, The Secret is definitely watched by everybody. I think not just watched, but it is actually the Bible for a lot of people, because all of us were going through, a bit of a tough phase, are always told, go get The Secret, read it, and try to follow it, and you see what your life change, and you're the person who's telling us what to do. So, I have to ask you, I know that it's very easy and very simple for you to talk about the vision board because it's a very big thing in the Feng Shui. And I actually went to a lunch here, be here now luncheon, and there was a lady who spoke about Feng Shui, and she actually made us make the vision board, which was I think last year, sometime in maybe around the same time actually, and I made one, and before I was going to talk to you, I referred to it. Of course, the reality is that I'm sitting here with you talking online because you're somebody where people, I know that you are accessible, you're very human and very humble. However, not everybody in the world has access to you, and I have the luxury of having had lunch with you and sitting here today and talking. So I think the vision board is a very, very big thing, and it can truly change lives. I do want you to explain to the audience, Marie, what are what all do you do in a vision board? Like I know you have it by numbers, etc. How do you do that?
Yes, of course. So, what is a vision board is really trying to visualize the goals that you have. So the first step is you have to set up some goals, right? I always say, try to get 5 goals on your success, on money, on your 5 on health, 5 on relationships, 5 on your spiritual journey, on your connection with God, whatever that might look like. And so you first set some goals and be very clear about the goals you want. Could be goals within a year, could be goals for a lifetime. It doesn't matter, as long as you write it down, and always write goals in the words I am. Always write the goals as they already are happening right now. Not like in 5 years, perhaps one day I will do this. No, today I'm already this. So you already are speaking from the now. That's a very important part of the law of attraction. The law of attraction is not into the future. The law of attraction is into manifesting in here and now. The second part of a vision board is, it's not just that you are then looking for images. You also write down the goals. You are on the vision board, but you try to find images that represent that goal. Yeah. So if, for example, you want to travel one day to, I don't know, New York, well, then put a picture of New York on it, right? Don't put a picture of the Great Wall of China on there. So, be specific. I always say the universe wants specific. I was always very clear to the details. And a lot of people are afraid to write things because they are afraid and it becomes so real, right? But that's the whole purpose of the law of attraction. Make it very clear what you want and to the details. And of course, it must be goals that are positive, not goals that are negative, and so forth. On a vision board, this is like what you do. You put it on a paper and then you're making it more real. It's not just in your thoughts. We all have thoughts. Oh, I would love to have this one day, right? But what happens to the vision board, you put it on a paper and you put like a beautiful piece of paper, you put it there, make sure in the center you put a picture of yourself because it's about you. You're the center of the universe, by the way. It's not the family, it's you. You can make a vision board for the family if you want, but then put a picture of the family in the center. And so as you're creating it this way, and you have to understand the vision board is to help you remember every day that is what you want. And that's why you will put your vision board up. You don't put it on the fridge, for example, because you're freezing it, but you don't put it in the bathroom because you're sinking it. So you make sure you put it somewhere like in your living room or your bedroom or your workspace, so you see it all the time. Like I actually can see my vision board, right? So so I see it so that subconsciously I have all the time a memory of this is what I want. And then, of course, very important, that is based on Feng Shui, you need to make sure you have the perfect direction. Yeah. Where to place it, not just anywhere, right? It needs to be placed somewhere that is connected with you. And so when you want to know your success energy, you actually can go to mariediamond.com and get your free energy report. So you click in your name, your email, and your birthday. And we make a calculation for you through the computer. And we tell you in the report what is your best direction to hang your vision board, your success energy. So for me, it's southwest. For you, I think it's northeast. So for somebody else, it's something else. Because that's what I did. I placed it in my success direction. And when you place in the right direction based on Feng Shui, the universe works with you and creates 33% more results to manifest it. So if I would hang it in the wrong direction, you will lack 1/3 of good luck to manifest it. So that's really, really big. And so this is what I've done with people in The Secret. So 50% of the people in The Secret are my clients. I did this with them. The producer of The Secret, when she felt The Secret was not going anywhere, we made a vision board exactly like I shared now, where to place it. She put it there. We did it with the publishers of The Secret. And so that's one of the reasons people call me The Secret behind The Secret, because they were 50% were my clients and I worked with them personally.
Wow, that's a spectacular story. And that's so true. I always tell people that, the universe is like Alexa. You have to give clear instructions. Like you said, you have to ask specific questions. Only then Alexa responds or it tells you to take a walk. Similarly, even with the universe, you have to ask specific questions. And I was telling someone just the other day, what you seek is seeking you, because everybody's been watching this movie, The Social Network, and talking about how they know everything, etc. That's exactly how it works in the world. Because if you keep asking for something, it comes your way. Similarly, if you go on the online and look for something, that's the only thing that will keep showing up. So ask for the right things. I think maybe there's a little bit of disturbance in your phone. Have you put it on something, because that creates a disturbance always? You may have to hold the speaker up.
Yeah, I think this is better probably.
Yeah. That's it. No, is the speaker resting on something?
No, I just hold it in my deck.
Yeah, the holding it might take away the echo, I think, so that might help.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll try to do
Okay.
this.
Yeah, great. Thanks so much. Lovely. Okay, that works. Okay, so maybe for people that are okay, there's still disturbance. I lost you. Ashu, thank you. I know this is
Oh,
actually
I
great.
think it's my connection, to be honest.
Okay.
So let me try to do this. I think it's better.
Yes, great, great. Yeah, because the disturbance is gone now. It's much better. Wonderful, wonderful. Sorry, you want to sit down comfortably? That's not a problem. Your audience is all happy to watch you because you're just perfect. So we're all happy to watch you, listen to you. We're getting all your good energy. So you want to settle down? It's just fine. We can all hang in there. No problem. Okay, it is a signal. So Marie, it's Marie's signal. She's in a beautiful
I
place
can
called
hear
Cap
you.
now. Yeah, okay, great, you can. So Cap giving us a bit of trouble with the signal. Let's fix that. Okay, so Marie, I want to ask you, people who are in the
Yes.
material world basically seek four things, which is very important to people in the material world. Like I said, we've gone onto the spiritual zone more than the material. However, in the material world, you're either seeking fame or money or love or health. These are the four major things that people seek in their lives. You know. And I know through Feng Shui, you actually recommend some colors, including a few things. Is there one or two tips that you would share with the audience which they could apply to their lives for that?
Yes,
Yeah.
of course. So, one of the first rules always is that you need to position yourself.
No, no,
So, where if you're
Marie,
in a
Marie,
workspace,
your signal is not
if you're
working.
in
You're breaking up. You're
meeting, always make sure you see the door. Okay. I just don't know what to do now to make it better.
you want to go off
So,
Wi-Fi, maybe work on 4G. You want to just turn off the Wi-Fi and work on 4G.
I am on 4G. So,
Oh, okay.
yeah. Um, Otherwise, I need to try to go on through my computer.
Okay, no problem. I can keep talking
So
till you're settled.
let me try. I'm trying to get on my computer. Just hold on. Yeah, it's quite bad weather here. That's probably why. So
Yeah, I think that it's going to rain soon. I'm in a similar space, so but I had the luxury of trying to, even though I had a technical issue, and that's why we got delayed as well. So I guess today is a day of practical. Just get
um,
this story rolling because I know that people are very interested in these tips and it is definitely going to change lives. So
um, okay, okay. I'm going to. Um,
you have the link on the email. So if you went to the
yes,
email,
I have. So I'll come in. I will leave here and I come back.
okay, no problem, no problem, no problem. Okay, guys, so there's just me now, but I just want to tell you, I've had the good fortune of being with Marie in person couple of times now, and it's amazing her energy. The minute you're with her, you can feel it, you sense it, and there she is coming in from the computer. That's even better. Oh my God,
Oh, good.
this is just perfect. This is just perfect. Awesome. Thank you so much. So, Marie, like I was saying, is there any tips that you could give to the audience to enhance these areas of their life? Because I think we're all, people are facing problems in these areas. So it'll be great if you can actually give us some tips.
So yeah, so the first step I want to say, like you need to really claim the power that is in you, right? And so one of the things how we do that is the way you position yourself. So right now in my workspace, I'm seeing the door, right? So always try to sit in such a way that you see the door in your workspace, in the living room, in meetings, because what happens is you then open yourself to see what comes to you, who is coming to you. So if you, for example, sit in yourself facing the wall, like with your desk, or you're sitting with your back to the door, you're actually changing your energy and you're saying, I'm not interested, I'm not open to receive what I want. So that's the first step. always be open, not only spiritually, emotionally, but also the way you position yourself. The second part is, of course, you need to let go of things that do not longer work in your life, right? We always want new things, but we are like holding on to the old ways. It could be old friends, it could be old ways of living, it could be literally physical things that you're holding on to. Yeah, that you're feeling, well, I want a new job, but I'm holding on to everything from my old job, or I want a new relationship, but I'm still holding on to all the things from that old relationship. So physically let go, emotionally let go, and letting go also includes being grateful for whatever has happened. Yeah. So if you let go of something, say thank you to that. Thank you, yeah, that you are in my life. You let go of friends, you let go of a job, or you let go of anything that you feel you not longer need. Just say thank you to that. And you can even literally write even a letter, like what are the things you feel need to let go of, your behaviors that you perhaps you have some, little things that you feel like I could really change that, but it's time to let it go, right? And so letting it go is a very important part of opening up to new possibilities in your future, because so many people say, oh, I want all these new things, but then they do not emotionally say thank you and letting go of what hasn't worked for them. So I call it a letting go letter. So write everything down that you want to let go of, emotionally, physically, energetically, spiritually, mentally, everything, and literally take that letter and burn that letter and say thank you for all these things that have been in my life, good experiences, bad experiences. You just let it go through the power of forgiveness. Forgiveness is like saying, you know what, it's time. And so burn that letter when it's a beautiful sunny day and say, now I'm ready for something new. And then write your goals, really write down your goals. And it could be even the opposite of what you let go of. Perhaps you say, well, I let go of, the way I eat, right? Perhaps I eat too sugary. Well, then a goal could be, I'm going to eat healthy, right? So you just write it down, but then also write down your goals, because a lot of people are in fear of making things visual, like visible in their life. And so as you're writing that goal, then write that goal with that possibility of it is possible. Yeah. And I always say, write your goals down if you want to make your vision board, but then put your goals in your success direction, place them there, or say them out loud every day. They're looking at your success direction in Feng Shui. And then, of course, you can work with colors to enhance that. A really powerful color for success is blue. All kinds of blue are always shown as colors of money and purpose and moving forward to the future. So blue is very powerful on that. So when you write that letter with your goals in blue. Yeah, not in red or in purple, just in blue. Another very strong color for abundance is gold. So having items around you that are gold looking. I know, I would say certain countries are very good at that. I know Indian community is very good to work with gold, and so I think it's also one of the reasons that they attract a lot of abundance in some cases. I've been in wonderful Indian families. And so they really know that the gold is so important, because gold opens you up to a new level of, new level of abundance, new level of career. So, but it doesn't have to be real gold if you don't have that. But, we say literally fake it till you make it. So, put fake gold before you have the real gold, right? So all the items around you, if you have images of your family, put them in gold looking, or gold, yeah, or silver looking. Even silver is also even powerful, but gold is better. And so as you have it all around you, and check out your house and check out what's around you, and literally physical let go of things, the clothes you're not longer wearing, the shoes you're not longer wearing, the books you're not longer reading. You want new things to come in, you have to let go at least of about 10 to 20% of material things before the universe is saying like, oh, there's space. I can come in with some new gifts. I can come with a new job. I can come in with a new relationship. So open the space in your heart, in your environment, to bring the new energy in.
Wow, that's amazing. But I want to ask you a question. So it's really funny. When a person is looking for a job, right? So they'll always tell you that don't give up your old job till you get a new job because you won't be able to leverage it. When you're already in a job, it's easy to negotiate and say, okay, this is what I am and I already have one. And you're saying to let go of it. Imagine if I gave up my job and I didn't get one. Oh my
I don't say physically letting go, right?
God.
I don't say, resign. I mean, don't be stupid in that way, So,
Emotionally let go.
emotionally letting go. So, like when I was a lawyer, it was just like I felt it was not the right thing. So, of course, I did my work every day and I did it with pleasure. I did it in the right way, in a good way, because don't stop being the best in what you do, right? How can you attract something better if you don't do the best in what you do at this moment? Yeah.
Yeah.
So I did the best, but emotionally I let go of it. I started writing goals down already. Like, what else do I want? I want to become an entrepreneur. I want to be, doing my own time during the day. Like, I wanted to work whenever I wanted because I was also a mom, a young mom. So I wanted to have multiple income streams. So as a lawyer, I that was not possible. So it's like I let it go and I said, okay, this is not my thing anymore. I let it go, but I wasn't so stupid to stop my career, right? Of course not. Yes.
Oh, wonderful. I just had to ask this question because I was like, oh my God, should I give it up and go for it? What should I do? I know that you have a million students, and I know I've been actually talking to people in Monaco where you've changed lives of people. You've transformed their lives completely, whether it was love, it was abundance, it was money, it was success. It's been unbelievable. I was actually going through your courses online, and I read something to the effect of how to increase your success with the law of attraction, discover the magic of diamond feng shui, diamond dowsing, and meditation to help you lead a more purposeful and fulfilling life. These are the kind of courses that you're offering. Can you explain in detail for the people that are looking to come and sign up with you what this entails?
Yes, of course. So, I have understood that the law of attraction contains three aspects. Yeah. And a first aspect is really how to connect in with your destiny, how to connect in with your spiritual purpose in life. And so, in order to connect with that and to clear karma, to clear past life experiences, to clear your ancestral energy, the blockages that we're taking with us sometimes, unconsciously, but they are there. We need to clear that to open up that destiny. And so that is where I work a lot with, clearing the energy, working with meditation, bringing people to a whole high new level of vibration. And that is what we use the inner diamond for. So the inner diamond is to really let that light in you shine through all its facets of greatness. And that is where I help you with increasing the level of your intuition, your level of connection. And that's where the spiritual side of the law of attraction that I know a lot of people do as they pray, as they are, honoring their ancestors, as they are following the knowledge of their guru or of the saints, whatever they're following. But I created in a way that is honoring totally all the religions, totally honoring everything that's there, but also bringing your vibration up. So this is a lot around that aspect. And, the law of attraction is about 1/3 of the results is connecting with your true purpose and your true destiny and clearing as much of the blockages that are there. The second part of the law of attraction is your human self. Yeah. So how do you think? What's your mindset? How do you feel? Right? Are you feeling things in gratitude? Are you feeling things in a positive way? And also, what actions do you take? So that is what I call the human part of law of attraction. So a lot of my classes also will incorporate this because that's why I work with a lot of business people and entrepreneurs and consult them to help them having the right mindset and take the right actions. So that is the second part of what I'm bringing forward. And then the third part is what I call the missing link of the law of attraction that a lot of people have not incorporated. And that is where I learned Feng Shui since I was 15, became a master when I was 38. When I started working with dowsing, that is trying to find the stress zones in your house from underground water, from electricity, space clearing, so clearing the vibration of your home. And because I've seen that the third part of law of attraction is where you live, is where you work, is where you are sleeping, that environment that needs to support you. And so that is where I've been really using the law of attraction, connect with always ancient traditions. So I always honor the ancient traditions. I bring the energy from the ancient tradition, if that's meditation or feng shui or clearing vibrations. And then I always brought it in a very modern way, right? A very quantum physics way that you really would understand also with your mind, but very practical, right?
Yeah.
So that you can live a life that fulfills you, that you have an ability to share your light with the world. And then you don't need to be a monk in a temple if that's not your decision to make, but you are a mother, you are an entrepreneur, so you can be in the life that you are and expand that light and expand the results of the law of attraction.
Wow, what you say is so spot on, because when we were together yesterday and I mentioned to you what I like about you is the real balance that you have managed to keep as a good wife, as a good mother, as a good human being, as a good entrepreneur. You have that, yet you have this entire spiritual side of you. Because I believe that it's okay to walk away from this world and renounce it and not be affected by the Joneses and live above it. But to live in the world and stay above it is when I believe you have arrived as a teacher, as a spiritual leader, which you are. And it's amazing. And Marie, I have to share this with you because this is my dream and I must share it with you. And I have the luxury today, so why not? I know that you are a part of this large umbrella, The Secret, and it's like a mantra. It's like gospel. And you're also a part of how education for us coaches has changed. So just like you were happy to be a part of Secret, I am actually aspiring to be a part of Mind Valley, and you are one of the leaders with Vishen, and I totally admire Vishen and what he's done and how he's changed all our lives. Tell us about Mind Valley, because I think that's another place where you're taking it to another level by being one of the coaches in Mind Valley.
Yes, so Mind Valley is an online community that I think they have more than 20 million subscribers now. And so it's an online platform, very, very powerful. They brought the best teachers from all different kinds of continents, where they are focusing on the mind, the positive mindset. But I come in as a Feng Shui master, teaching them for Feng Shui for life. And so what they brought forward was an amazing tribe, a tribe of people from all over the world, all different kinds of religions, different cultures, different backgrounds, and to really see that you can create a new community, right? And of course, now is a community online, but normally they also meet in person worldwide. And so what we see right now is, and I'm very honored that I'm part of that. And I put that on my vision board, by the way, to be part of it. And it happened. One of my things I manifested. But what I think we all need right now is, and that's kind of what they really understood, is that we need a community of mind-liked and heart-liked people. So we just need people that our heart resonates with, yeah, that our mind can connect with in a positive way. Yeah. And of course, you can be part of a Mind Valley tribe, but you can also look for your own tribe. Of course, in your community, there are beautiful organizations out there. Women organizations are very powerful. I know you're part of several ones of them. So it's all like looking for people that speak from the same level of the heart, speak from the same expression of the mind. That is just so powerful. And I think Mind Valley made a really big contribution to the self-help and the self-development world, where you had a lot of separate teachers, but this is like a circle of amazing teachers. And it's been an honor to be part of that on my journey. And also what they're very good at is they bring in a lot of young people right now. So it's like there's a whole new generation. I mean, The Secret came out in 2000, this DVD in 2006. And so we already are on the second generation. Literally, it's already on Netflix. I mean, people are coming up now and say, "Oh, I saw you on Netflix." They didn't say, "I read a book about you," right? So it's really amazing. And indeed, The Secret has become a classic, but it also became the beginning of a whole journey of so many wonderful coaches like you and speakers that were like already, that was their purpose, to help others. Yeah. And so, but The Secret kind of gave, like, not just was a Bible for it, it's not a real Bible, but just gave this, it's okay to talk about this. It's time to talk about it. It became the start of a huge level of awakening, and it hasn't stopped. And it becomes a classic in the awakening. I mean, literally, still every day I tell people, go to net. I don't say go and buy a book anymore. I say go to Netflix. That's all I say. So it's like amazing that this is in major stream services. And I think also The Secret and Mind Valley, they help to bring that to the mainstream, people, to the entrepreneurs. And then, of course, people today are looking for people, they're searching for teachers that have integrated spirituality in their daily life. Yeah. And indeed, I am an entrepreneur. I would say a serial entrepreneur. I have so many businesses, but I'm also a mom of 3 kids. I'm married for 30 years. I mean, I have many experiences, but I think today's world, we all are looking for that, to integrate that level of intuition and spirituality and energy and positive energy and healing, because the world is going through a huge awakening, a huge transformation. And so that is why right now, I think The Secret, when it came out, was like the beginning, but now it's like massive. It's like growing. And so this is a time where we need people like you, Shalini, and people that I'm sure that are listening, to bring that awakening, to heal the world in all kinds of forms. And thank you for doing that.
No, you're amazing. You're amazing. And I feel that I do have to compliment The Secret and the Mind Valley, because I think it's people who are not accepting and going out there and going to a coach, or trying to do a one-on-one because they still don't want to put it out there, are listening to your videos and listening to all the coaches that you have in a Mind Valley or in Secret, and actually trying to imbibe that in a very subtle way. So it's great to have a platform like that, which is super awesome. And when you mentioned about you being a serial entrepreneur, when I was talking about my movie, I was just amazed at how you're running this vertical for transformational movies. Kudos to that. I have to congratulate you on that, because that's something which hopefully you will be making my movie soon. I'm super excited about that as well. I also figured out about you. So I've been doing a lot of, as you can see, I've been your stalker for a couple of days. And I realized that you run this beautiful meditation group in Monaco. And all those ladies that I spoke to told me that you've changed their life through meditation. I want you to share with the audience how meditation changes lives, and why would you say that?
Mm. Well, I think meditation for me is, I would say it has been my lifesaver for myself, right? So I meditate since about 7 years old, and I learned a very simple meditation at that time from my spiritual teacher, and I call it the tubes of light, and it's connect with colors. And so I started teaching this. Actually, I think the first time I was teaching meditation, I was about 17. And I was teaching it in the Catholic school where I went to, and even the nuns came to my meditation group. It was a really interesting experience. But the whole point is meditation is actually helping to lift your heart, because a lot of people, I would say their heart is heavy, right? And because there's so much concern, so much fear, so much pain sometimes inside of themselves and around in the world. And so when you meditate, and especially meditations I'm teaching, it's all about lifting up that heart and to bring that light back into your heart. Yeah. And then also to help to lift up your mind. Yeah. Because we all have, random negative thoughts and and experiences, and so to have that daily focus to lift up the heart and lift up the mind. And I use very ancient techniques based on Tibetan traditions and Egyptian traditions, where I make sure the energy lifts up and that you are choosing for the light that is within you, but also to protect that light, because let's be honest, there's so much going on in the world. And sometimes we need to create a little bit of a sacred space. And we do not have all the space around us to do that. We don't all have an altar, or we have a meditation space. We don't all have, a church or a temple close by. So I always say your body needs to become, your aura field needs to become that sacred space. So we're creating that sacred space around us with a technique, with colors. And then I help them to radiate that light, because it's, for me, meditation is aligning yourself, but it's also being of service. It's like from that light that we are, we want to radiate that out into the world. Yeah. So we want to uplift our family. We want to uplift the clients. We want to uplift the world, the community, humanity. So it is an alignment and it's an upliftment first of yourself, and then through the radiation of light. So it's a diamond. So first you have to find your inner diamond, and then through all the facets of your inner diamond, that's why my name is there, you're radiating all this light out into the world. And then people start seeing these changes. Yeah, they start seeing the changes in their family, and that can go very quickly. Literally, people do the meditations, and within literally a month, they see such a huge shift. And it's not about hours of meditation. I always say people, 10, 15 minutes of a day, very focused energy, right? And then once you find that upliftment in yourself, you will be of greater service. Yeah. You will feel like it's easier to smile. It's easier to motivate. It's easier to do something positive for somebody else, because so many people right now cannot even create that upliftment for others, because they're so, it's so dense right now, so heavy for many people. But if you can just gently shift that, and it's a very beautiful way to do that. And of course, if you go to mariediamond.com, you will, if you scroll down on the website, you will see the inner diamond meditation, and there's a lot of information under that. You can actually have access to a free meditation that so many people do. You can also go to the Mary Diamond app. There's a free app, and where you can actually find again your directions. But there's also a little meditation on it. When they click on it, there's a little meditation, and that's a meditation that right now hundreds of thousands of people do every day to align themselves and to radiate the energy. And so I have met so many people who said that little meditation changed my life, it transformed my life, it saved my life. And so this is all available for free. So, don't think, oh, I need to spend a lot of money. No, this is my gift back to humanity.
That is so sweet. But you're absolutely spot on, because I did speak to all these women who do the meditation. They all said the same thing, that it's actually changed their lives. And also, when we started the conversation, you talked about letting go. So I think meditation also helps in that, because you just need that 10 or 15 minutes of your time in a day where you let go of everything and you say, you know what, this is about me.
Me time. It is me time, right?
Yeah. But when you can't go outside, go inside. It's the go inside time.
Yeah, but also it's giving love to yourself. Most people are such a great givers, so they're always there for others. But, you need some time for you to just say, look, I need to recharge a little bit. I need to re-energize myself. Yeah.
Yeah. So there's a friend mentioning that, interesting to know about that meditation and the app. So great, Ashu, do go use that app. And this is Marie's give back, so we all must try it. Marie, I'm going to go to the fun section, because I know this is something I've been watching all your YouTube videos for a really long time, because I admire you and respect you. But this is a section which you've never done with anybody. So you're going to do this one with me, where I'm going to ask you some question. You're on the hot seat now, and I'm going to ask you a quick few questions. Yeah. Just to get to know you. How would you describe yourself, your 5 distinct qualities?
Mm. Well, I would say the first one is loving. It's my key value is love, right? I think I'm quite humorous, so I like to laugh and have fun and joy and party. I'm a party girl, I have to be honest.
Absolutely love that.
Um, the third one is light. I always like to keep it light, and to talk about the light and be the light, for everyone. I think the fourth aspect is impact. I always want to make an impact in the world. So if that's spiritually, if that's practical, how can I contribute? How can I help you? And I think the fifth one is connect. I love connecting people. I love to say to people, oh, come on, I know somebody for you. So, be generous with your connections.
Yeah, awesome. That's perfect. I would have described you like this in the 3 days that I've known you right now. A perfect day in your life, morning, noon, and night.
Perfect day. Well, I think the perfect day is, first of all, I have some time to meditate, and to write in my journal, and then to have a wonderful breakfast with my husband. That's one of our little rituals, to have great breakfasts. Then I would say go out for a walk, right? Because the mornings are really for me. I really take time for that. And then go out with my 2 French bulldogs walking, here in the beautiful south of France where it's pouring rain right now.
No, oh, I have to go out. I don't know how.
Yeah, and then wonderful lunch again with my family, with my children, and then mostly in the afternoon I start working. I'm doing a lot of personal sessions or consultations. I love that's also part of my perfect day because I love to connect with people. And then in the evenings, I do a lot of webinars, and that's really part of a perfect day. Just teaching. I'm a teacher first of all, so to teach people, and then at the evening, just relax with my family again and sitting outside, drinking a wonderful cup of tea. I mean, that's like my perfect day, to be
Yeah,
honest.
yeah, I believe you because also you're in such a beautiful part of the south of France. I think Cap
Yeah.
Ferrat is one of the most beautiful parts. So it's super awesome. And today's weather is actually just perfect for both of us to have got a nice cup of tea, and it wouldn't be wine and quarantine, but a cup of tea kind of thing. But I'm so happy that in my very strange way of not intentional but unintentionally, I so emulate you because I believe in the mornings and I believe in the journal. I think people have noted that. That's a very integral part. How do you stay positive?
I'm going to put the light on literally right now. It's getting so dark,
Yeah,
but I barely can see myself. So,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
So how do I stay positive? Um, I would say, I think it has become my nature. I definitely was not always so positive. I went through huge repressions when I was young, especially after the accident, because my brain capacity had reduced tremendously, and I was in a very bad state. So I have been through major difficult times in my life, health wise, and um, you know. I would say on all levels of life. But I have faith, So I have such a faith in the universe. I know that when I went through some difficult times, that there was always a reason why I had to go through that. I remember I was like 39, 40, when I went through a really difficult time with my health. And I was like, okay, I need to learn something from this. And out of that came my knowledge of dowsing and learning about that. And now I'm so happy I went through that experience. I stayed positive even in that difficult time. Even if you feel bad and depressed, I always stayed positive. And now, because of what I learned at that time, we have more than 300,000 people that learned how to douse online with me. So I always feel like if there's something bad happening, always try to stay at least a part of your life positive, knowing there is a learning from that.
From
Yeah.
that.
And be open from that, even if you don't feel always great. And so, for me, it's always staying grateful about the experience, even if it's a very tough experience. And so my students know that. So even if I have gone, I'm teaching more than 25 years. And so there are students that are still there with me, and they know how I went through experiences that are always sometimes, not always easy. It's not because you're a spiritual teacher that sometimes life is all, beautiful sunshine. But I always learned from that, and I always contributed and shared with my students, like, this is how I deal with it. So I really have lived life really to the depth already, and I'm doing that every day. But I always know there's fate and there is a journey ahead.
Ahead. Yeah, well said. I always tell my students, for every negative thought, you have to give me three positive. So, you kind of, like you said, fake it till you make it. You have to do it. Yeah. What is your favorite cuisine, Marie?
Oh, my favorite cuisine. I think it's one of the reasons why I live in the south of France. I love fish, right? But I'm mostly vegan, so I love cooking myself. I think one of my favorite things are making vegan dishes, and but once in a while I do a wonderful gamba in the Mediterranean style. That's probably my favorite. Yeah.
Oh, nice. What are the last five searches that I will see on your phone right now? Of course, right now is the app. We saw the meditation app, but the last four searches.
For searches online, is that what you're saying?
Yes. Yes.
Um, well, that's a good one. I actually look mostly to things that are happening in the world. So I will probably look at what is going on in the political world. I always want to know and be updated. So I probably would be CNN, probably. That's what I would look for. So I would always look for what is like the latest thing on self-development and spirituality. I kind of want to know what lives in the world on this. Yeah. And then 5 is a lot, or 3 is even a lot too. Yeah, I don't do so much internet research, to be honest. Perhaps it would be around marketing, like what can I do to improve reaching out to people.
Yeah, amazing. I have friends actually who are commenting, so I'm actually highlighting that as well. Kanika says, faith and a journey ahead. Beautiful, Marie. And I must tell you that one thing that Shalini stands for is affirmations, and she makes it happen. This is a great team chat.
Okay.
Then there is Shane, who says, very rightly stated, having faith in the universe can really help you stay positive. Totally. There's some other friends watching, siblings watching. Okay, I'm going to go to the next question, Marie. There is a lot of Feng Shui mistakes that people make. And I watched that today. I was watching. Can you tell us three Feng Shui mistakes that people make?
Well, I think one of the major mistakes is having mirrors in your bedroom. Yeah. But making sure that the mirrors do not reflect your bed. So when they're like to the side or to the front or like above you, what it does, it doubles you, right? But it doubles when you're asleep. And so what they have found out in several studies is that when it doubles what you sleep, your stress hormones go up. And so you will have a less relaxed experience in the morning. You will have more problems with with infections. Your blood pressure will go up. So they have found physical issues with that. So if you want to be more healthy, make sure you cover the mirrors. Yeah, at night. It can be to a curtain or to a screen that you don't see the mirrors. We also say when you have mirrors, you're actually doubling. If you're by yourself, you're doubling the loneliness, and it means you're actually become more lonely. If you're with two people in the bed, you're doubling the people in the bed, so you kind of open people to have some different thoughts. So cover them, right? So that's the first mistake for sure. Second mistake is clutter, literally clutter also in your bedroom around you. Like so many people put so many stuff on their nightstand. I mean, I found everything on nightstands, from books to bills to taxes to underwear, socks. I mean, I've seen it all. So always make sure that there is a harmony around you while you're asleep. So on your nightstand could be a journal, could be a picture of your family, could be one book. Just make it very calm. And the third one I would definitely say is your entrance. Your entrance should be very welcoming. So when you come in, you don't want shoes on the ground, you don't want coats hanging that are visible. you need to make sure that you come in, you feel so welcome. There's a nice smell. There's perhaps a bouquet of flowers, a candle. Perhaps there is a family picture. So feel very welcome. So don't make it like when you come in that you feel like, oh, I'm just seeing shoes and clothes and boxes on the ground.
Wow, that's great tips. And I have to fix the mirror because I don't know about doubling the people on the bed, but I'm doubling myself for sure. I'm definitely growing in size and doubling.
Don't go there.
I gotta change. Who is your mentor, Marie? Do you have a mentor?
Well, my mentor, that was what we call an immortal. So I was a spiritual master that came from other dimensions. His name is Saint Germain. So he was the one that appeared as an immortal into my life. And then I would say, as a Feng Shui mentor, I had a Grandmaster Yap Xing Hai that passed on a few years ago. That was my mentor in Feng Shui that taught me all the ancient Feng Shui traditions. So that I would say were my two major mentors.
Wow, amazing. For what in your life do you feel most grateful?
What error?
For what in your life do you
Yeah.
feel most grateful?
Mm. For what I feel the most grateful for, I think being a mom, right, is just the greatest thing for me. I'm sorry, it's just pouring
It's
rain.
pouring, it's
I'm
pouring.
still,
Like, the
yeah,
sea looks so beautiful at this point. I'm just
it's
like,
actually hailing. It's a hail.
oh my God, crazy. Okay, so I can't see the hail from here, but I
I
see
know.
it
So
pouring.
you can still hear me, I hope.
Yes, I
So
can.
okay, good. So I think, yeah, being a mom, having my three kids, that's what I'm the most grateful for. And I'm grateful for every day of life, especially when you have seen the other side of life, you have almost died. Every day is a great blessing.
Awesome. If you could wake up tomorrow morning with gained one quality or ability, what would it be?
I don't have at this point. I would say I would love to sing.
So would I.
I have a great voice. I'm very happy with all the qualities I have. I think I'm an intelligent woman, and I have a lot of gifts. So I'm very grateful for that. But singing is one I would love to have.
I
Yes.
think you're super awesome. I've had such a great 3 days with you. It's been super fun with you. Okay. Is there something that you've dreamt of doing for a long time and you haven't done it?
Hmm. Singing on stage? No, I'm not going there. um, yes, one of the things I have never done is really one of the things that is on my list is to visit the Chai Mahal. I've always wanted to do that. So
I will make
um,
that one happen for you.
yes,
That,
and
that is my.
actually teaching in India has been one of my things that I have never really done. So I would love to do that one day.
Wonderful. So that dream I'm making happen for you.
Thank
Now it's
you.
my responsibility. I take responsibility for that dream for sure. What do you value most in a relationship?
What am I looking for? I'm sorry, it's just such a loud noise from the hail.
What do you value most in a relationship?
Um, I think a very open communication. I think that's very important. I mean, my husband and I were first best friends before we got in a relationship. So we talk all the time. So from morning till evening, we're always in communication about what we do, what we feel, how we see the future. I think what I love about it is that we also dream together, right? It's not just I have my own dreams, but we dream together. So I would not have been able to live in the south of France or live in America if we had not dreamt that together. So we had the same visions for our life, for our children, for our grandchild. So I think that is one of the things I love about my
Oh,
relationship.
beautiful. I love that. That's beautiful. Beautiful. What is your most treasured memory?
Mm. Well, as every mother, I hope would say, is the birth of your children. That's like the moment I have my children in my arms. That was, the most cherished. There's nothing that can beat that.
I think nothing can beat that. Is there a passion project?
A passion project. Well, I think a passion project I have right now is we're working on getting my own TV series um, that we're working on right now. So that's, I think, a passion project for the moment.
Awesome, awesome. I'm looking forward to that series. Believe me, I'm your number one fan. Um, I know that you talked about vision board already, but have you upgraded your vision board for 2021?
Actually, I still have to do that. One of the things is that we have a special program always called the Law of Attraction for the next year. And so where I actually teach people how to make a vision board for each year. There's different colors, different keywords. So the vision boards we make is always for 1 year, yeah, in my system. So, but yeah, there's already some things that things I couldn't do this year because traveling is a little bit limited. That I definitely I'm going to fast forward to 2021. And yeah, you start thinking about the future, of course, but life is so busy right now and full of blessings. um, just living life today is already a great blessing every day. So
Yeah, yeah. So I like that upgrading because I think we all need to upgrade the vision board because 2021 we're hoping brings us a whole different ball game. They always say so. I've heard it from the Indian astrologers and from all the planets, etc. That they talk about that when something like this happens, it actually gives you something really magical after. So for what people are feeling that they're going through in 2020, I think there are miracles ahead. So everybody should stay positive because
yes.
yeah.
Well, and I think already a lot of people are experiencing some of that. Not everybody, of course. There's a lot of really stress and a lot of difficult times for a lot of people. But I think some people that already woke up before are experiencing that even being in their family is a magical time. We don't have to wait. Some people have told me this was like the most magical time because I had time with my kids, time with my husband, time with my partner. And so you can make that magical time right now, with where you are and what you have. So don't think, oh, I have to wait till. Just make it happen now. Yeah.
No, I agree with you. I think this has been a reset and a reboot, and people have actually gone inside and learned so much about themselves and learned how to communicate with their family by being home.
Yes.
So absolutely, you have to savor, a lot of this. So I wasn't talking in context of that, Maria. I was talking more in context of people have actually suffered in their careers and profession because of the circumstances.
Totally,
So those people who are feeling a bit of a setback, that there's miracles ahead and they should stay positive.
So we're sending good blessings that way.
Yes, absolutely. Marie, before my last two questions, Marie's mantra, as we say.
Ooh, Marie's mantra. Interesting. Well, for me, it's always love and light. That's like anything I do, I always think with love and light. That's kind of the mantra.
Excellent. Love that. And the last one, a message to the audience who's been watching us today.
Well, first of all, thank you, Shalini, for giving me the opportunity to speak to your audience. And so I would say, take time for yourself, take time to take care of yourself, right? And that can be through taking physical time. It can be through meditation. It kind of be by perhaps, reading a book or taking a bath or whatever it is, especially to the women out there. I know you're always there for your family, for your partner. So make sure that you are taking time for the most important person right now in your life is you. Yeah, because if you take care more of you, then you will have better energy. You will find a better purpose in your life. And so I'm looking forward to perhaps one day meet you in person, but it was already a great pleasure to meet you virtually.
Awesome. Awesome. Marie, thank you so much for this session. I know this is going to be transformational for a lot of people. How do they reach you, Marie? If they want to communicate with you, how do they reach out to you? Could you also
of course. So please go to mariediamond.com and click on Get Your Free Energy Report. Start the process of working with me, and you will get some videos and some information. You will be updated on what is happening. Check out the website. There's a lot of wonderful information there. Of course, go to my Instagram and go to Marie Diamond 8. So at Marie Diamond 8, even on TikTok, same one, at Marie Diamond 8. Go to my YouTube channel. There's hours and hours of free information, both on the inner work and on the outer work with Feng Shui, so that you can practice right away. Download the free app, yeah, so that you can get your meditation going. And there's so much, I always love the fact that I just can say Google me and you will find some things.
Oh yeah, Google me. I like that. Google me. Thank you all so much for watching. I think this was a transformational session for me for sure, and I hope it's. If I'm going to be covering those mirrors in my room for sure. I'm going to be fixing my vision board, putting it in the right direction. And I want to tell you, I'm sitting with a person who believes completely in energy, and I believe that your energy actually walks in before you do, because people know whether they want to know you or they don't want to know you, and wherever your mind goes, your energy flows. So have positive thoughts. Be a positive person, get inspired by my friend Marie here. And I'm so grateful to have you on the show. And thank you all for watching this session. Thanks, Marie. Thanks again.
Thank you.
Keep watching Shalini Says. Until next time. From the French Riviera. Oh, wow.